He typed your name into the search engine. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the day before that too. Then he blocked you on all social platforms. Not because he wants distance, but because every picture of you is like a mirror reflecting everything he has lost. He created a hidden folder on his phone. Your memories are in there. That message you sent 3 years ago. The screenshot of your last conversation. Your smile frozen in a moment he revisits in secret. If this reminds you of someone, write, "I felt that." Maybe other women are trying to understand what no one else sees. Sometimes what goes unspoken screams louder than any word. Have you ever felt that unexpected chill, that sensation of being remembered, even when you're completely alone? It's not your imagination. It's real. It's energy vibrating through time and space. It's him, somewhere out there, searching for your name while trying to convince himself that he has moved on. When the day ends and all distractions fade away, when he finally allows himself to be alone with his true thoughts, it's your face that appears in his mind. That's why he blocked you. Not to forget you, but because seeing you move on is more painful than absence itself. The universe has mysterious ways of keeping connected the souls that belong to the same energetic field. Right at this moment, as you read these words, something inside him awakens. A sudden thought, an unexpected memory, a dream that remains vivid even after waking. The physical paths may have diverged, but on a spiritual level, the connection remains intact, like an invisible thread that vibrates every time he types your name into the search, deletes it, and types it again. A secret ritual that even he cannot explain. Can you feel it? That sudden intuition that makes your heart race for no apparent reason. It's at that exact moment that he's thinking intensely about you. When the barrier between worlds becomes thinner, when souls are able to communicate beyond words, what you don't know is what happens when he dreams of you. Dreams don't lie. They are portals to truths that the conscious mind tries to hide. He wakes up disoriented, confused, with your imaginary scent still lingering, with the feeling of having heard your laughter. He spends the entire day trying to mask the impact this has had. You seem different today, say the people close to him, but he just brushes it off. How could he explain that in a dream you both talked as if time hadn't passed? How could he admit that he woke up with misty eyes over something he can't even name? The spiritual truth that hovers over both of you is more powerful than any digital block, more powerful than any physical distance. You still communicate in silence through the energy that never breaks. If this feeling resonates with something inside you, write in the comments, "I still feel this connection," because other women need to know they aren't alone in this experience. Some would call it longing, others regret. But it's deeper than that. It's a mark on the soul that transcends rational explanations. He can block you on all social media, but he can't block what he still feels when he's alone. His phone holds secrets that no one else knows. In the most hidden folders in password-protected apps, there are fragments of your story that he can't erase. Because erasing would be like losing a part of himself, the best part. When you think about him intensely, know this: at that very moment, something within him awakens. He might be talking normally, but his heart takes an inexplicable leap, a tingling sensation in his hands, a sudden shiver. These are the energetic bodies still connected, communicating in a language that words cannot reach. The universe has its own methods of reconnecting what has only been separated in the physical dimension. There are greater forces orchestrating meetings that seem casual but are actually predestined. Synchronicities that appear as coincidences to the rational mind, but are carefully constructed bridges on the spiritual plane. Have you ever noticed how the body knows before the mind does? As if each cell of your being could sense the presence of someone special before your eyes can confirm it. This is exactly how he feels when he thinks of you. First, an inexplicable discomfort, his heart racing for no apparent reason. A sudden restlessness, the feeling of being observed, and then that moment of absolute clarity that comes when you least expect it. When something within him recognizes the truth that he could never completely erase. He blocked you, but he looks for you everywhere. On mutual friends' profiles, in groups where you might be, in old photos that he still keeps, hidden in folders protected by passwords only he knows. as if he's monitoring your life from afar, like someone stargazing through a telescope, close in sight, distant in reality. What he can't admit, even to himself, is how your name still echoes inside him in the most unexpected moments. How certain scents, certain songs, certain phrases spoken by strangers trigger memories he tries to suppress. There are things he wanted to say to you during that last meeting, but pride got in the way. Words that got stuck in his throat, confessions that time has made even harder to express. And now, those unspoken words weigh like stones in his chest. Can you feel it? That unspoken message lingering in the air when you think of him intensely. It's not imagination. It's a real communication happening on an energetic level. A silent conversation between souls that recognize each other beyond time and space. If this feeling has touched something inside you, write, "I feel this presence, even in silence." Share this energy with other women who are living the same invisible experience. His dreams have been more frequent, more vivid, more real than reality itself, and always with the same theme, reuniting with you, saying what was caught in his throat, feeling again that unique connection he has never found in anyone else. The funny thing about these deep spiritual connections is that they don't respect the digital barriers we've rationally constructed. They flow like water finding its way through the stones. That's why even after blocking you, he can't stop searching for your name, checking profiles of people close to you, and creating alternative ways to know how you are doing, even from a distance. He may have built what seems like a complete life. He may smile in photos. He may go through daily routines. But there's an empty space that only you filled, and he knows this, even if he denies it. That's why on particularly tough days, he types your name into the search bar. 1 time, 2 times, 10 times, a solitary ritual that no one else knows about. Energy doesn't lie. Intuition doesn't fail. Dreams reveal what the conscious mind tries to hide. If his search for your name could be transformed into light, it would be visible from space. So frequent, so intense, so filled with repressed emotion. The spiritual plan always finds ways to communicate truths that we resist accepting in the material realm. And the truth is that you both still vibrate on the same frequency, still communicate in silence, still share in each other's journeys, even though he has built digital walls between you. Have you ever had that inexplicable feeling that you need to check on something? Not quite sure why. That's your inner guide speaking. It's the ancient wisdom that resides within you. It's when he's searching for your name again, when his energy reaches yours, transcending distance and barriers. If something inside you insists on following a certain path, pay attention. It's not a coincidence. It's synchronicity. It's the universe weaving the threads of fate that, though temporarily separated, have never been completely severed. And if one day you meet again, whether by chance or by destiny, time will literally stop for him. First the surprise, then the deep recognition that goes beyond reason, and then that overwhelming sense that some connections simply cannot be undone, no matter how many barriers there are, no matter how much time passes. If this message resonates with you, share in the comments. I believe in this silent reconnection. Your experience may illuminate the path for someone else. What he fears admitting the most is that he has never found in anyone else what he found in you. That communication without words, that mutual understanding that needed no explanations, that feeling of being at home when he was by your side. He has tried to move on. He has tried to fill the void. But there are spaces in the soul that have specific shapes, and yours still remains there, unchanged, waiting. That's why, even though he blocks you, he can't help but search for your name in private searches, observe your life from a distance, and look for traces of you in places you can't even imagine. Signs are everywhere if you know how to interpret them. That recurring dream you have, that song that plays 3 times in one day, that name that appears in unexpected contexts, that feeling of being watched even when you're alone. The universe is creating bridges for a reunion that needs to happen, not necessarily to restart something, but to heal what was left unresolved, to turn pain into learning, so that both can continue their paths with ease. And when that reunion occurs, whether physical or energetic, you'll feel the energy shift instantly, as if the air becomes denser, as if time slows down, as if everything around fades in importance for a few moments. He will freeze when he sees you because, at that moment, all the barriers he built will crumble like a sandcastle. The digital block, the physical distance, the excuses he made for himself, all of it will be exposed for what it really is, a fragile shield against what he still feels. The spiritual connection you share is greater than any earthly obstacle. It's a bond of souls that transcends logical explanations. It's a mutual recognition that defies time, space, and any digital block. If you feel this too, right, I acknowledge this silent truth, because naming what we feel is the first step to manifesting our reality. What he could never tell you is how your smile appears in his mind at the most unexpected moments, how certain gestures of yours are etched in his memory, how your voice still echoes in his thoughts when silence settles in, how he searches for your name in private searches, just to feel that somehow he is still connected to you. He might even try to disguise it. He might pretend to be indifferent. He might have blocked you on every possible platform. But energy doesn't lie. The body can't hide what the soul feels. And every time he types your name, searches for you, or looks for news about you through alternative means, he is silently confessing what he still feels. And if you two meet, if you follow your intuition and allow the universe to do its work, you will witness something extraordinary. You will see in his eyes the recognition of a truth that has never been erased. You will feel in the air between you the pulsing energy of a connection that has survived blockages, distances, and even time itself. He will freeze when he sees you, not out of rejection, not out of fear, but because some presences are too powerful to process immediately, some connections are too deep to be ignored. Even after so many attempts to cut ties digitally, the spiritual bond remains intact. This is how souls who recognize each other react when they reunite on this plane. With reverence, with awe, with the quiet certainty that some stories never truly end, no matter how many block buttons are pressed. If this resonates with your experience, share. I accept this reconnection, because by naming our truth, we give it permission to manifest fully. When you meet again, words won't be necessary. Silence will speak louder than any elaborate speech. The looks will say what words have never fully managed to express. And in that moment, even he will understand the true reason behind his constant searches for your name. And in that fleeting moment of reconnection, something will be healed in both of them. An old wound will be closed. A cycle will be completed so that a new one can begin. This is how energy flows. This is how the universe works. This is how connected souls communicate beyond time, beyond space, beyond digital barriers. Trust your intuition. Follow the signs. Allow yourself to be present in this cosmic dance that unites two beings beyond rational understanding, beyond artificial barriers. Because while he blocks you with one finger and reaches for you with the other, the universe is weaving the invisible threads that at the right moment will reconnect them. And when that happens, and when their gazes meet again, time will stand still. And in that frozen instant, all the unspoken truths, all the hidden searches will finally find their way. If this message touched your heart, write in the comments, "I trust in the wisdom of reunion." Your courage could inspire other women to follow their own intuition,